Hey everybody, it's the Big Weave and we are back in the fish room. Today, we're going to talk about shell dwellers. Why not? We got a ton of them. Particularly about the Brevis, the Neolamprolagus Brevis, our wild caught pair, and its fry. And the Caudopunctatus, the Neolamprolagus Caudopunctatus Redfin. And we're going to show you their fry. And let's see. Let's go ahead and subscribe. Probably send us a like and stay tuned for a great one. So are you ready? Here we are. First off, what in the world is a Neolamprolagus Brevis? Well, it's a shell dweller. Unlike the Neolamprologus malti, fasciatus, whatever, or the similis, these fish breed in pairs. They still use the shells to have their babies, but they breed in pairs. Father and mother have a baby. So we have two pairs of wild caught. They're actually Neolamprologus Brevis MOBA is the collection point. And I think it's been about 9 months we've had these two pairs, and they're just breeding like crazy. So that's why I want to show them. Gonna put a little down here, some video of them while I'm talking about them. So our main pair, they like to build up these little, I call them volcanoes. They put the shell in the middle, and they move the shell around between spawnings, but they put the shell in the middle and then get all the sand right around the top of it, and then you'll see after a while little babies will start poking up, and we usually leave them in there. They're pretty good parents, no other fish in the tank, and we breed our pairs in 10-gallon aquariums. So that's how we do that. Then once they get a little bit bigger and it's easy to catch them, we'll move them right. And as I was showing this guy many times before, he's very aggressive, especially when she's got eggs. There's shells right back there. Can't really see it. Where's she at? Oh, there she is. Can you see her back there? There she is. And there's one of the most recent spawnings. And this is, if I can get it not with so much glare. Always glare. This is where we're growing out our F1 Brevis fry. Not all of them. Some of them are in tanks. But I wanted to go with this method with a lot of plants. This is a black sand. So they got shells. There's a little bit of hair algae, but it's not so bad. But we got all the babies in here, and I think they're doing really well. They're growing a lot faster. There's more places to hide instead of just doing a bare bottom grow out tank. We thought we'd try a handful of these. There's probably 50 babies in here, and we just wanted to compare them to the other fry that we have in 10s or 20s growing out, and just kind of see the difference it makes with the plants and that kind of thing. So those are Neolamprologus Brevis babies, and they're 40 breeder. You can go back a little bit. You can kind of get a good view. That's hornwort up there, if you're wondering. And duckweed. I think the duckweed actually helps them out a little bit, as much as I hate it. So I tried to get video of these Caudopunctatus Redfin's parents, but they're all hiding in caves. So they're an opportunistic shell dweller. So they'll actually either breed in a cave, or sometimes we have one pair that does use the shells, and the babies use the shells to hide. But this tank is another planted 40 breeder, and these are our first spawn of the Caudopunctatus. And these guys, I mean, they're just growing great, and they're really, really spunky. They're actually getting pretty big. They're not little babies anymore, but here's another 40 breeder. We just had a bunch of plants in it. I think at one time, yeah, we had bristlenose plecos, and we have those still, but they're outside. So I thought to put all of these in here so they can grow big, and they're doing great. So there you go. Wanted to do this video to kind of show you our fry and how they're doing from our Brevis and our Caudopunctatus, particularly because we are growing some of their babies out in some non-traditional, non-biotope shell dweller grow out tanks. Both of them are in 40-gallon breeders, both have plants, and the fish are doing awesome in it. So, that being said, if you're new to shell dwellers and you want the traditional tank with the sand, the agronite, keep the pH around 8, no matter what, they like high pH. Even my tanks with the plants have a pH of 7.8 or higher. So I think that's pretty important. But, you know, the sand, the shells, the rock work, that's one way to do it. But I like live aquarium plants, and I think they help out with the overall health of the water column. Cuts back on your water changes a little bit because the nitrogens are pulled out, the nitrates and whatever. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you finally got some ideas, and maybe you'll jump into some shell dweller tanks, start with something. Anyways, like and subscribe. Leave a comment below on your experience with shell dwellers and the types of tanks you've had them in, and we'll see you next time.